What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
And we're back with everyone's favourite time of the month.
Let's do this.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, onto my stats. We'll then look at Becky's, of course, and then over to you amazing lot as well. Before I do go through my stats, however, thank you so much to my patrons and to my channel members, who without none of this would be possible. Thank you so much, and thank you. It's become a thing that now, isn't it? Every time, get that recognition in there.
Okay.
So, I'll run through the stats as we always do, and then we'll go through the games that I've done through, what month was it again? Because I'm losing track of time here. February.
February, June and March are
Just loads of stuff all blended to one. But I'm not going to touch on the games too much, and we'll explain why once we've gone through the stats. So, trophy level 718, 18,875 trophies. Dedication, not far away from 20k, which is another badge.
Oh, for goodness.
I haven't had one for ages, it's weird. Getting withdrawals. 499 platinums, which we all know why it's there.
Do we though?
No.
What's your 500th going to be?
I don't think I've mentioned it. I don't think I've mentioned it enough. I made it clear enough in all of my posts.
The amount of comments that he's had on all of his posts on like the Facebook Trophy Hunter pages. Oh, that's great, that mate. What's your 500th going to be? Road to Rebirth.
Yeah, very funny, but yeah, we're getting there. 499 on the platinums. 3,336 gold, 4,274 silver, 10,766 bronze. So 569 games played, 470 of those completed to 100%. We've got 95.18% completion rate, 1,083 unearned trophies, 5.52 trophies per day. Those views are getting closer to 10k.
I already saw that before you got to it.
So yeah, 9,331 views. So we're getting closer to that 10k for the old badge. And then we've got some world and country ranks there. 5,442nd in the world and 604th in the UK, which did start to jump up when I was doing the 20 game challenge because I was doing so many. But because I've only been playing Rebirth now since the 29th of February, it's starting to drop down again. I think if we just move on with the games. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually not going to talk about them all. Because I know when we did the last one I had 4, didn't I, through January. So what I'll do is I will just leave them on the screen for you guys to see, and I'll touch on my experience as a whole more than anything from February, because what I'm actually going to do is once I've managed to get Rebirth over the line, I think I'm actually going to do a separate video.
Road to Rebirth.
Just going to try something different, maybe something a little outside of my comfort zone, try my hand at a bit more with the editing and gameplay and all that kind of stuff. Just see how it goes. I can only try, and I think what I'll do is incorporate like this challenge, what it was for, talk about the games that I did. It might even give some of you guys a bit of a push to try some of them as well.
Try something different as well, because you've managed to try a few little things, and obviously there was a lot of comments about you just doing grubs, and do you ever do anything other than grubs?
Madness.
Which was absolutely ridiculous anyway, because some of the games that most of the games you've played are unreal.
Yeah.
Like Endling is such a lovely game.
I enjoyed my time with with all of them, really. I mean, I think the sweatiest it got was unpacking.
Yeah.
But like, that's just such a nice chilled game. Do you know what I mean?
Apart from when you're Amy and you get stressed. What was it? The colander.
Where does it go?
Where does the colander go?
Where does the colander go? But yeah, so I'll just kind of leave the games on there, and I'm just going to kind of scroll up towards the top. There's obviously other stuff in there where you've got Neo 2. That's something I'm still playing with my friends, but it's kind of just been pushed to one side at the moment because of Final Fantasy, of course. And then
That's You. We had loads of fun with James and Amy being here.
We did.
And we played a couple of games, just... What word am I looking for? Like, as you should.
Yeah.
Where you just played to have fun. And then we were like, we can get some trophies here. So we just started doing it where we planned it.
Yeah, we weren't playing properly where we were forcing certain answers just to box off.
It was still fun though. Yeah. We still had fun doing it, honestly. it's one of those games I don't laugh as much as anything apart from when I play that game. It's so fun.
It is really, really good, isn't it? So yeah, I'll kind of just bring it up to the top, and then I can talk about these games in a lot more detail when it comes to doing them. But what I would say is, when I started the challenge, I mean, I never thought in a million years I was going to be able to get it done. I did see, obviously, Rebirth coming. I've seen how many platinums I was on a few months ago. In my mind, I was thinking it would be great to have it for 500, but I didn't think I could get all of these games finished. And it was literally a month before release. I was 20 games away from 4, so I was sat on 479 thinking I could do something with this, you know, a month, 20 platinums, trying to keep them as respectable as possible. And the whole point of it is because I'm trying to reduce my average rarity because of, you know, all of these sweats in the past. Sweaty platinums, grubby platinums, whatever you want to call them. It was really just damage limitations, so trying to do games that were not going to push it up,
but enjoyable.
But yeah, trying to find a...
You could get through them, because if you couldn't have gotten through them, it was just absolutely pointless trying to do the challenge in the first place.
Exactly, and time was limited. I mean, in that month we had James and Amy up for 4 days, so that kind of, you know, straight away I've already lost time there. So I had to kind of be careful with what games I was doing.
So basically, I haven't had a partner for a month. Well, now 2.
Even longer, because then I've jumped straight into Final Fantasy.
So we literally sit in this room and I sit down the other end, he doesn't speak to me.
Lies.
And then he goes on headsets and talks to the lads, but ignores me the whole time I'm sat down there.
Absolutely not true.
Absolutely is.
But,
no early nights for me.
But what I would say though, just touching on it as a whole rather than the games individually, is it's probably the most fun I've had in such a long time. So I was getting some horrible comments across social media. Did you ever play anything difficult? You're back on the grubs. I see all those things. Just absolute madness, because not one game in there is a grub as far as I'm concerned.
Love is in a dangerous space time, although we did find it easy together.
Yeah.
Is meant to be a... can't remember the difficulty.
4 out of 10 it is, yeah.
And I'm like, well, we did find it easy working together, because I think we work quite well together. However, it wasn't meant to be like particularly easy.
It was honestly,
it was class.
Yeah. It's the most fun I had, and when I look at it and kind of think of the month as a whole, my average rarity came down. I played games with people, which was great. So I did We Were Here too with Rob, so I got to play games with my mates.
To be fair, we played 2 together too.
We played 1 directly together, which was Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time. So I managed to get an ultra rare, and in the process getting Becky her first ultra rare, which we can talk about a bit more on your list.
We played Lost Words Beyond the Page at the same time.
And you played The Gardens Between at the same time. So, you know, you were able to play some games you might not have played. Yeah. And I've done some other stuff that were on my list for ages as well.
And I think you'd have got stuck on The Gardens Between without me.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because I'm really good at puzzles and puzzle solving, and you're sat there going, I just don't get it.
I'd have just followed a guide.
You don't need a guide when you got one right here.
Is that right? But honestly, it was the best time. I look back at that month and nothing but positives. Some difficult stuff, games with people, ultra rares. I went back and cleaned up 2 games I didn't think I'd ever get finished with AC3 and Ukulele. So yeah, it was overall really, really positive.
And you're absolutely buzzing because Power Wash got fixed just in time.
Yeah, so it had an update on the 27th of February. So when I seen the update from the devs earlier in the month saying it's going to be patched on that day, I did have a backup game in case it didn't get done. I had a few there that I could have chosen from, but that was really nice that happened, because I was able to go in and get that. It wasn't just a kind of a gimme platinum. I still had to do the challenge mode, because I left the gold medals trophy because I didn't want to do that and just never get fixed and be left with that 1 trophy. So I still had some work to do with it. It wasn't just a case of turning it on and getting the platinum. So I still had a few hours of trying these challenges. But that's kind of the February. Obviously, we'll do a video around all the games and things like that as well. But yeah, that's my list. And also a little shout out for F1 23. Thank God it went on to PS Plus, because everyone trying it has dropped it to sub 1%, which you love to see. So hopefully it keeps going down. But I'm very happy with that, because with the crew the service shut at the end of March.
Oh,
So everyone's
okay.
on it at the moment to try and get it before it's unobtainable, and it's gone from like 0.85% to 0.98 in such a short time, and I'm kind of worried it's going to go over 1% before the end of the month, which will be devastating, but because I'd like a cabinet with all 0 point something, you know. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm not going to touch on Final Fantasy. Yes, I started it in February, but it was the last day of February and I only played for like 2-3 hours. We will talk about that through March because I probably won't have any other games on there because I can't.
And to be fair, you should be getting the platinum by the end.
It depends how these challenges go. I'm not going to hold my breath because they are absolutely brutal. But all we can do is practice and practice and practice and just
watch guides.
Yeah, watch one battle at a time. Just watch the guide there. I haven't had for one of them that I'm stuck on at the moment. And they made it Optinu made it look really easy, and it's very frustrating because he done the whole 10-round gauntlet in 5 minutes.
You know, it looks easy when I think, I could do that, when I know for a fact I absolutely couldn't.
Yeah, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So yeah, let's move over to Becky's list.
Here we are. I feel like I actually have got something to talk about this month.
Yeah, there's like some drama with
I think so.
some games as well.
Drama?
Yeah, with remake.
Oh, yes.
We'll get to that.
Yes. So, here we are. I've reached a nice little level 300, my trophy level.
Nice cheeky milestone, yeah.
Do apologise, apparently I can't even breathe. 1,629 trophies in total, 39 platinums,
Ooh.
257 gold, 346 silver and 987 bronze.
Smashing it.
So played 66 games, completed 37, 71.04% completion. Now that was higher. It has gone down in the last week or so because I've started. Well,
you started a couple of games actually,
yeah,
haven't you?
I have, and we'll talk about Final Fantasy 7 remake. 748 unearned trophies, 3.15 trophies a day, 491 views. Look at me go! And then I'm in the green for that, just because.
Absolutely smashing it because I'm not very organised.
Ooh,
We're best
rookie error.
Absolute schoolboy error. Look at that. Yeah, no, you're doing really well to be fair. And of course, those stats should be a little bit high, and there will be eventually. It's just a few new games. So let's take us all the way back to the 3rd of February.
There we go. House Flipper. I did really enjoy this, but I am not paying £15 per DLC pack.
Madness.
Absolute jokes. And I've been told that the DLC packs aren't even like that good or anything, so I'm absolutely not paying for it. So that's going to be staying at that for a little while until they're much cheaper, because no thanks. But I did really enjoy the game. So as you can see, it took me 8 months and 4 days to do it, but if you look at a guide, it's only like 20 hours or something.
Yeah.
But I did it where I was like, if you had a job that was to decorate a house, I really took my time, and it was like, you've got to use these 2 paint colours. So I'd be like, oh wow, I need to have one of, what's it called, a wall where it's one colour. What's it called? Oh my word.
Feature wall.
A feature wall. And I was like, I'm going to create a feature wall, I'm going to do this. I really I had fun with it.
You were playing it properly, weren't you? You were designing things with kind of these houses in your vision, whereas I think sometimes as trophy hunters we think, oh, let's just do it the way the trophy requirement is and get through it. But you were just playing it for months and enjoying yourself.
Yeah, and I did eventually just go, right, because it was quite difficult to sell to certain people. So you've got to sell, there's like a group of 10 people, might be less than that you've got to sell to, and they have such I can't even say it. Such specific wants.
You okay, hon?
No. Such specific wants that it was quite hard to sell to some of them. And one of them, it was like, buy this exact house, knock all these walls down, buy this exact piece of furniture, and then just buy a couple of these bunnies, because this other guy won't like it because he doesn't like kids. And if once you've put 4 bunnies down, he still wants to keep buying it, just put more kid stuff in. And I swear to you, I spent most of my money putting kid stuff in, and he still wanted that pig in house. And I was like, how do I sell it to him then? And it took me ages. But I did get there, and it was good. I did really enjoy it, to be fair.
I'll probably do it at some point,
Yeah,
but I think it's the thought of, like you said, we don't have the DLC.
Oh, I'm so annoyed.
And those 45 unearned trophies would really upset me, especially when I'm trying to bring my unearned under 1,000.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying. Especially because you get 2 of the trophies for the DLCs.
Right.
As part of the jobs that you do. So I have a trophy in 2 of them. And now I can do nothing else. And it's so annoying.
It's shocking.
Toem, what a gorgeous little game. Absolutely loved it. And now I didn't follow a guide, whereas you did follow a guide. But as we know, I'm not as much of a sweat as Jeff. And I wanted to do it on my own.
I was home alone and I just wanted to listen to Bad Driver for 2 hours. No, it's because I was a little bit restricted, as we've touched on already with the challenge, and I didn't want to. I was off that day. I wanted to try and fit in a couple of games and get ahead of the curve, if you like, and that's basically. I needed to try and get ahead because I knew we had James and Amy come in, and I was going to lose a bit of time there. So I just followed a guide, but it didn't take anything away from the experience. Yeah. I just had the guide next to me, and I was kind of just looking at it with my peripheral and following where they were going, and that's cool.
No,
you played it
was lovely.
Based on what I'd said, didn't
you? And Amy had played it as well, so Amy was saying, I was saying about you playing that, and I was like, do you know what, I'm good at it, sounds really cute, and it was fab, really, really enjoyed it. Then Tales from the Borderlands. Now, my issue is I really should have restarted it when, as you can see, 6 months and 2 weeks. Because I started it when I'd had my surgery and my brain wasn't in it, and I've been iffy ever since. And then I'd pick it up and do a chapter and go, I'm bored. Pick up, do another chapter, I'm bored. And it did get better. I will admit it did get better, but I think when I went back to it, I should have restarted it from the beginning. So I think you and Rob were quite disappointed that I didn't like it as much as you guys expected me to.
Yeah.
Because from you both have said that it's your favourite Telltale game, haven't you? But yeah, wasn't. It was all right. That's it for me, really.
I thought you wanted proposing to.
Everyone knows that's not going to
You
happen.
can change your opinion on Tales from the Borderlands for a start. I'm joking.
Right, and then we've got Gone Home, which Jeff made me do.
But don't be deceived by the one trophy. You did play the story without a guide as well, didn't you? You had no guide, you just went in and enjoyed.
Jeff really wants to do a live one time where I play a horror because you should have been seen me playing Gone Home.
There's nothing in the game other than the character you control.
It's so scary. I'm not even joking. I'm sat there and we've just got the lamp on, so it's quite dark, and I'm going around this house and there's really creepy noises going on. It's pitch black in the game. You've got to find all the light switches, and as you go through it, starts if you pick something up or if you go past certain parts, the character starts speaking, and I was like, oh my god. And then we got to him, you told me it wasn't scary. I can't play it. Sit with me. Please sit with me. It wasn't even scary.
I do vote for a live where we all watch you play Alien
Wasn't
Isolation.
Even scary.
You're playing Alien.
Absolutely pathetic. I'm so pathetic.
Why have you been playing this?
You told me it wasn't scary. Honestly. And it was an interesting story, to be fair. So I managed to play the entire game and not get a trophy. Because that one trophy pops when you finish the game.
Yeah, true.
So I didn't get... And I thought I'd collected all of the certain collectibles. So when I got to the end and I was like, Oops. But then there's a stupid speed run, which I've tried a couple of times and I was getting raging at. I was getting
You've got to do it within 60 seconds or something, haven't you?
Yeah, so there's the 60 seconds one, and then there's... one where you've got to follow it and pick up things in a certain order, and then there's one where you've got to get them all, and I was just like, no, I'm just not in the mood for this right now. So I will come back to it at some point. Yeah. And then when I found out it was only 100%, I was a bit disappointed.
There's no platinum for the scariest game I've ever made.
Honestly, you should have seen the state of how scary I was. Scared I was.
Oh,
I That can be a bit scary, I guess.
Yeah, very.
Right, Horizon Forbidden West. Obviously, we know Jeff's love of Aloy. And it was you that went and put it in my PlayStation and I was like, play! No, I enjoyed the first one.
You did say, didn't you, wanted something new, and it was, you said, pick that or Detroit.
Yes, this is true, I remember now, yeah.
Obviously, I didn't make you play it, but I
absolutely put it in the PlayStation and downloaded it for me, therefore making me play it.
Guilty.
And it's actually, before I played Zero Dawn, you'd had me play the start of Forbidden West, hadn't you?
Yeah.
Just to see the story. And to be fair, I'm enjoying it so far. It was just remembering what had happened in Zero Dawn, because it's been a while and I haven't even finished the DLC anyway.
Yeah.
Peggle 2 is just my... I'll pick it up when I want to.
Just grinding.
I'm not bothered. I just like peggling. I don't mind if I don't get the platinum anytime soon. I just like to peggle.
Just get that.
Yeah. Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time. I absolutely loved this game. We had so much fun, and it actually would have taken us less time to complete, but I had to go to bed.
And big up the 8 ultra rares, your first ultra rare platinum. Ooh, ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
And we were expecting it to be like really. Do you know what? The thing I hated the most about it is you have one trophy. That's you playing on your own using your little robot.
Or the little dog thing, wasn't it?
And I didn't enjoy the single player side of it. So if you are ever going to play it, my suggestion is do the single player one first and then play with whoever you're playing with. Because we laughed the whole way through that.
Oh, it was great
It
fun.
was amazing. And we were just so in sync.
And a cool little touch as well. So like, if anyone's seen the trophy list, we won't bring it up in this video, but you can look on the rarest trophies there anyway to get an idea. We started on Valentine's Day, didn't we? So it was quite nice with like the trophy names like Love Is All You Need, Perfect Date and things like that. It was really cool, and it just was a cool little touch, I think.
When gamers get asked what they did on Valentine's Day, we played a game that had links to loving Valentine's and being in love with people.
And now that song, who sings it? It's on the radio all the time. We were lovers for the first time.
In a past life.
Is that what it says?
We were lovers in a past life.
Anyway,
I just keep going, love is in a dangerous space-time. Love is in a space-time.
I can't not, when I hear it now, that's all I hear, but yeah.
No, but it was really good. We had so much fun with it. And we did want to get the the platinum on Valentine's Day, obviously. That was the plan. Didn't plan out that way, but it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
We got it.
We started it a bit later in the day than we wanted to.
And the trophies that we did get on Valentine's Day, all of them did link, because not every single one of them links directly.
Well, yeah, because Master of Space Time, if it said something else, it would have been perfect to get it on that day, but it didn't really matter.
Like the Master Lover of Space Time or something, I don't know, but yeah. Lost Word.
Master of Lovers.
Master Lover of Space Time.
Master Lover.
Master Lover. Lost Words Beyond the Page, beautiful story. Oh my goodness. The heartbreak with all of the happiness.
It was beautiful, honestly. I loved it.
Gorgeous. I absolutely adored that. I wish I could play it again. It was really, really lovely.
It was stunning. It was, because when I was looking for games to play, I'd heard good things. I'd seen how short it was. And then I'd mentioned it to you, didn't I? And you were like, actually, I think I would play that too. And that's where
so we played it side by side.
Yeah, but it was stunning.
The mechanics were fantastic as well. Like, I've never played a game with those mechanics, and you had to move things. Like, it's a bit, obviously, you can tell it's about a book.
Yeah.
So, like, when you're reading the book, you have to move things so that she can jump from bit to bit. And if you don't get it right, and it was so interactive at every point. Like, you weren't just watching and listening to the story of what was happening. You had to do bits to move the story on.
Masterfully
and it was
crafted.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, I loved
it was good because you got like a few choices.
Yeah.
Didn't you? There was a few things that you had to make choices on. Which was really lovely. I absolutely loved it.
And it was another reason for choosing it. It was due to come off PS Plus, wasn't it?
Yes, the next day.
A few days or something.
A few days, because we did it in a day and 23 hours.
Yeah, I think it was due to come off at, like, I don't know, the 20th of February or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, we need to do this now.
Yes.
I'm so glad we played it, because it was
gorgeous.
It was fantastic.
So Astro's Playroom's jumped up here because Bless James.
Credit where it's due, he can actually do stuff.
He smashed it. Do you know, honestly, it was my favourite things when I was like, why am I getting tagged in the Discord by Ray? And then when I had a look and he was like talking about me beating him, and Ryan Alex got the notifications, so they both got notifications to their PlayStations to say you've been beaten by me. And they were like, what on earth? How is she beating us? Like, what is it? Oh, what is it when somebody like acts like they're not very good at something but actually like quite good? What is that? What I kind of think of the... No, like dark horse. Like that type of thing, like a dark horse, or you were saying like you weren't very good at it, but actually you are. And James was like, no, join the fraud club. Don't tell them. Let them think it was you. Join it. And I was like, I can't.
Yeah,
I'm really sorry. That's for just the two of you.
I was in bed, wasn't I? I was.
Yeah, you weren't very well.
I wasn't feeling the best, and then James did that for you, didn't he? Why?
Well, we were plotting and buying you your new headset.
Whoop, whoop.
So I was on my way to Argos to go and get you one until Rob said to get a different one.
Yeah.
So I had to cancel that order and come back inside. But yeah.
100%. Love to see it.
Yes, that's you. Got a few more trophies, getting there. Nearly at the same point as you are, and you've been playing it much longer than me.
Yeah, I'm still
we
a bit.
need another device.
Yeah, we need the for Mark. I mean, you still need a couple more, but I literally need that 6-player one. So we just needed some more devices or more friends to be honest.
Anyone want to be our friend?
And then I need the trophy for the 15 and 30 matches played. But as I've said to a couple of the guys now on chat, I just don't get how I don't have
Haven't
the 15
done it already,
games
yeah,
yet.
because you've played it loads.
I've played it loads since it came out, and it just it's a bit weird unless I'm on 14 and it just feels like I've done a lot more than I have. But yeah, hopefully. I mean, I could just sit and boost it, just play on my own with the second phone. Cause I pulled out one of my old phones out the cupboard to get the extra device, didn't I? But I don't have a charger for it.
Yeah.
So you can get them now though. Poundland. iPhone chargers. So I shall be doing that. And then we've got an extra device.
Yeah. The Gardens Between, it was a really cool game. I did really enjoy it. Puzzles, which I love anyway. I am big little puzzle nerd apparently. Big little puzzle nerd. Like really enjoyed it. Like I said, helped him along the way because I'm better than him.
Really? I remember you getting proper stressy at one point and I was like on the next level. You were like, oh, you that far ahead? Wait for me, I thought we were playing together. I'm only joking. Oh, what happened with the next one then? Well,
no, the next one is the PS5 version.
Yeah.
Where I started the DLC because Jeff was saying, start the DLC.
Oh yeah, that's correct.
And get the DLC out of the way before you finish the main one. Because I need to get Cloud up to level before I start hard mode anyway. So you said to get the DLC out of the way first. And then I Am the Hero. I know we're into March, but I'll just quickly say it. Like, I finally got rid of that. Hated that game. Never again. And then the next one is The Issue. So as you can see, I already had Final Fantasy VII Remake, the PS5 version. Now, to get Forbidden West, I had to delete Final Fantasy VII to get Forbidden West and a couple of the other games because I didn't have enough space. So I had to re-download it when James and Amy came because we wanted to show James and Amy Final Fantasy and say, come on, you need to play it, you need to jump on the bandwagon, you need to play it. Downloaded it, and I forgot that it just downloads the PS4 version and you've got to click the 3 dots to get the PS5 version.
So yeah, we loaded it up, watched the first cutscene.
Watched the cutscene, did my first battle, ping, and James went, oh, a trophy, and me and Jeff just went, why have I got a trophy? James was like, what do you mean? I was like, I've already got that trophy. And then when we just sat there and looked at it, I was like, oh, I've started the PS4 one. So, as you can see, I've finished the story and then I've started the DLC on the PS5 version, which the DLC is not on the PS4 version. But what I'm going to do is do the story and do all of the trophies in the PS4 and be a bit sweaty and auto pop over to the PS5, but I feel like it's not too sweaty because I've already played it once. I've already got loads of the trophies. I'll have to do the DLC.
No, I think it's fair.
So
game.
it's not, I feel like it's not that bad. Pop in. I mean, look at the trophies. I've only got 19 left in the PS5 version. So I'm only going to be not even 19 because I've still got
DLC trophies.
Yeah. So there's not even 19 trophies. So although like it makes me feel sick to my stomach auto popping, I just don't like the sound of it. I just don't know. It just doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't sit right with me. But I'm sorry, considering I'm going to have to replay it again when I've already played it, then get him up to level 50
on that one, yeah.
And then do hard mode. I ain't doing hard mode twice, man. I don't even think I'm going to be able to do it once. I ain't doing it twice.
We'll get you there.
Yeah. And then obviously these are March games, so
we can talk about them next time,
yeah.
can't we? So I think it's probably been one of your best months for a while, hasn't it?
Yes.
You've had quite a few platinums in
and
there.
I guess it was mainly just because I was joined in with a couple of the games with you.
Yeah.
Really.
So it was pretty good. A nice updated trophy cabinet there with obviously because you kind of copied off me a little bit, or you've done what I said, just put them in rarity order for now, haven't you?
Copied off.
Oh yeah.
Done what he said. You better update that trophy cabinet.
Yeah,
why'd your trophy cabinet not right? Get your trophy cabinet done. Put it in rarity order. Haven't you got this in your trophy cabinet yet? Have you still not done that? Where's your trophy cabinet? Honestly, what a nightmare it is living with him. Goes on and on.
Fun to talk. But no, it's looking much nicer with that Juicy Ultra in there. Obviously,
Juicy.
when you got Sackboy done the month before, that's a nice 11%. It'd just be good, won't it, when you start to get a few more that are a bit lower. But yeah, really good month. Very proud of you, my love. So yeah, let's move over to the juicy stuff, the monthly platinum collection.
I think I blinked.
Oh, we're back.
We're back. So we realised after watching it back, so we generally watch clips back after we've done them just to make sure everything's gone all right after that issue we'd had with the microphone. And obviously we found out that we had an issue with the video today.
Yay! Yeah, I don't know why. It has happened on another video, but I was able to catch it because it was one of the ones where I'm not looking at like Discord or something else. I actually just have OBS in front of me and I've seen it stop. Whereas with this, we can't tell if it happens, can we? And the slightest knock with the laptop, because of the little stand it's on and things like that, it obviously knocks the USB where the camera's plugged in, and it has been known to stop.
Yeah. It's a bit loose, the USB port now, from like taking stuff in and out all the time because it's not a permanent setup. And one day when we have a house, we're going to have a dedicated Platinum Jangus room with a computer that has everything plugged in all the time. It never comes out, and that should stop all the issues.
So have to keep messing about with it.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I know I always mention it a lot, but that's why the Patreon is so important, guys. So we can get these things, this hardware, so we can make better content and not have all these little teething issues.
And I know that it doesn't always look like Jeff's using the Patreon. It's just we have to bide our time because there's no space in the flat. The flat, we don't even have space for our normal things. Never mind getting a setup like where we are now. This should have been a dining room table. So we don't have enough space yet. So when we get a house, we will make a permanent setup, and by that time you should have been able to save so much money from the Patreon that we can buy you a computer and get that done. And we'll do some proper lighting instead of having the telly on with the white light.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I've told a couple of people about this, but we literally, the backlight, well, it's not even a backlight, it works, so it's a great idea.
Yes.
And I imagine this is why someone's made this kind of video, maybe. But I'm literally watching a 24-hour widescreen video in the background on my TV to brighten us up a little bit. But sorry for the waffle, just wanted to explain what happened. Thankfully, it's kind of leans more towards being a podcast anyway.
Yeah, we know a lot of you guys just listen while you're playing games or doing something else. So
although we were very animated during that,
I know I'm really sad because we have a lot of like communication just by how we look at each other. And I don't know if anybody's noticed at all. I talk with my hands all the time.
Yeah, very much so. I'm always picking stuff out when you just yeah, crazy. Should we have a little cheers ready before? You think I'd already had some of these? Cheers to everyone's accomplishments. Let's do this.
Cheers to the monthly.
Oh, very nice. It's probably not a good idea after last night. So yesterday I had my good mate Paul over. Probably one too many rums and shots, but we had fun. I got to watch him finish Rebirth, which was amazing as a backseat game.
And what did you do when you were watching it?
Cried loads.
Has he ever cried over anything to do with me? No.
Because you make me happy. I never...
Happy tears!
Yeah, that doesn't really...
They're a thing.
No. They are. I get they are. It's just, I don't know, I have different emotions when I'm happy. Are we going to do this or what? I think people will be getting...
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Right, so we'll start off with Shaz this month. Hope you're doing well, bud. All I got done this month, we haven't had a little fun with Ladies First, and then you pointed to me. Anyway, I knew it was coming, so here we are. I enjoyed Suicide Squad and Helldivers 2. It's been a lot of fun so far. Congrats to everyone on their accomplishments this month.
And then a cheeky little platinum level 27 from ME6.
Oh yeah, cheeky level up for Shaz there. Love that.
And then we move on to Marie, who's had a good month again after smashing last month. Naruto X Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. Good entry to the Storm series with good gameplay as always. In my opinion, they could have done more to separate it from the previous entries, to be honest. Ratchet and Clank, a cracking time. Streaming this game made it more painful than it had to be. Good R&C game, still a few more to go. Death's Door, club game of this month, which had a Souls-like theme, whose games I choose. Sorry, wanted a different one to win, but this one was
She's
still
bouncing
a lot
her
of
leg
fun.
underneath the desk. That might be what wobbled the camera out. You bouncing your leg like crazy. Sorry.
Elder Souls, the game I wanted to win the Game Club for, but given it's probably the hardest Souls-like plat out there, it of course didn't win. I still wanted to plat it, and I'm proud I managed to. So some no-hit boss fights were not that hard, but others were insane and RNG dependent too. Underappreciated game, I enjoyed it a lot too.
Just while we're on Elder Souls, actually, because you should hopefully now be watching some gameplay from Marie,
Yes.
if my editing skills are up to standard. If it's not there, I apologise, but it should be. I did only get gameplay clips from Marie again, second month in a row since I mentioned it, so thank you for doing that. And also Blaze has sent me over a couple of clips as well. So yeah, just in case any of you have missed it, just make sure you're firing them over to me. You can send them on Discord, you can send them to me on the PS5 like Blaze did, and I can just download them to a USB and then put them onto the computer. So yeah, any platinum could be a screenshot, gameplay of any kind, something funny, glitchy that you want to share. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, and then we've got 100% Galaxy, the Dimensional. Another 100% game cleanup with a few ultra rares. Game was meh though. Started working on Baldur's Gate 3, but due to the sheer size of this game, it'll still take a while. Can already say it deserved to win Game of the Year last year though. Also started Blackberry Honey, which is a cute Yuri visual novel. I will be finished soon. Congrats to everyone and see you next month.
Fantastic month as always, Marie.
Yes.
Love to see it. So we've got Leon up next. I apologise for the 2 screenshots, but I couldn't think of a better way to post it. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Game of the Year for sure. You can't amass Infinite Wealth though, which is disappointing. The game has some of the best sub-stories in the series, and the main story itself was fairly strong in my opinion. Sly Cooper, the skill issue hit hard, so I had to end up resorting to cheats. Spyro the Dragon, this was really fun. First time I've ever played it, so I wasn't sure what to expect. I'll be doing the sequels eventually though. AC Odyssey, I never thought I'd enjoy this. I enjoyed it. I take back every bad word I said about this game. It was great time. It was a great time overall. I'm sure it dragged a little bit, but didn't feel like it overstayed its welcome. We'll do the DLC sooner or later. I love AC Odyssey. It's just not an Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah.
I think, is it the Spartans versus the Athenians, that kind of part of history? And it's not really Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So I've never played Assassin's Creed before, but for me, in my head, if you tell me Assassin's Creed, I'm thinking you are walking along rooftops, hiding in bushes, hiding in...
With your hooded...
You put that on properly. Sorry. He's going to pour Prosecco everywhere. You're hiding in hay bales, you're hiding down dark alleys, you're sneaking up on people, you
Yeah, sneaking up on people.
We're not Spider-Man in here,
No, that was my hidden blade that I don't have.
No, that was definitely shooting spider webs at Spider-Man.
That would be that.
Anyway, so yeah, to me, like I said, I've never played them, but if you told me about an Assassin's Creed game and I played that, I'd be like, how is that Assassin's Creed? Just from what I know of it, even though I've never played it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It just seems bizarre.
Yeah, no, I get that as well. It was, like I say, it was really fun, but it could have been a new IP, different title. But yeah. Hidden Cats in London, fun 100%. All you do is find hidden cats in London, insert Shock Pikachu, recommend to fans of cats and puzzle games.
So now, if Jeff can do it, you could be able to see Shock Pikachu. See if you can get that in your editing.
I'll try and figure something out. Might have a skill issue, but we'll see. Sudoku Master, however, they managed to make a Sudoku game choppy and lag every 5 seconds.
Oh no.
It's beyond me. But they managed it. Stick to Sudoku on your phone or the paper. Sakura Succubus, cheeky little visual novel. Surprised I enjoyed it as much as I did, as I'd heard mixed reviews on it. Good game though. Big Dipper, no chicken dippers were harmed in the making of this. Another visual novel, quite nice and very quick too. Enjoyed most of what I did this month. Hope everyone else has a good month too. So it seems like you've had a great little month there, Leon. Love to see that. I'll bring up these images for everyone to see. There we go. Yeah, really nice month, Leon. Well done, bud.
Brewantista?
Could be.
Again, I say this all the time. Please tell me how to pronounce these things.
Yeah, Batista, it was a
barista.
Yeah, so I just imagine like Dave Batista working in Costa. Like, that's like it's kind of a perfect blend. I want to see that actually. That's yeah.
The perfect blend. Did you do that on purpose?
I actually didn't, but I love to hear it. Oh, Dave Barista.
Too funny. Anyway, sorry, back to the monthly. So, February Platinums 160 to 168, very nice. The Garden Between, second time playing it, good game and really unique puzzler. Tilting Tiles, Micro Challenge, another puzzler but not as good as the last one. Metal Hellsinger, Game Save Corrupt on level 7. There are only 8 levels.
Oh.
So I had to start over. Good game, but the corrupted save mode, it made me reconsider doing the PS4 version. That is rubbish. Endling Extinction is Forever. Easy game with a sad ending. Nice graphics and a nice
twist.
change of pace. That's why I giggled. Survival kind of game. Yeah, it's such a lovely game. Tinykin. Good game, lovely graphics, but the thousands of pollen you need to collect put me off doing the PS4 version. A Way Out, finally got this done. Start 2 years ago with my partner who thinks gaming is bashing buttons on Street Fighter. So she wasn't up to the task of the more technical trophies in this game. A buddy helped me after we got him all of the MP trophies in Doom Eternal. Unpacking PS4, second time doing this. Just took a stroll through this over a course of 11 hours while playing other stuff. How? How do you play that and something else at the same time?
Wow. My guy multitasks.
Nice. Pinball Heroes, heard this was an extra. It's nice and easy to finish off the month. Although the list isn't particularly great, it's more respectable than January list of platinums. I achieved 90% completion rate this month, which I'm super happy about. In between these games, I've been working on many other games. Rage 2, Wordle Tree 2, Proteus,
yeah.
Doom Eternal, Black Desert, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, so I expect to do some of those in the not so distant future. I've gained 2.5% in total toward completion rate for this year so far. Gained this month 8 platinums, 50 gold, 94 silver and 79 bronze.
Excellent.
Very nice.
Yeah, really good month. Love that. And hopefully that's a little bigger for you guys. But yeah, really good month that. Absolutely love to see it. So up next we have Plimalad or 7. Feb wrap up, 32 to 36. So we've got Wreckfest, really fun game, makes me want to play more racing games. Batman the Enemy Within, great story and can't really complain because I got it from the PS Stars points paying for the voucher. Call of the Sea, really great game, gave me that serotonin leak from the history nerd part of my brain, very nice. And then we've got the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. My god, is this game funny, bit of a pain in the ass having to leave my console running all day for the commitment trophy. I wonder what you have to do for that. And then Gotham Knights. Yeah, Gotham Knights, I remember that one. I actually liked this game. It was fun and kind of gave me vibes of DC's answer to Spider-Man. Next month's goal, now the grind kind of begins. Going to work on that dreaded backlog. Currently ploughing through Battle for Bikini Bottom to try to get to 49 plats and then get Skylanders Trap Team as my 50th.
Very nice.
Really, really nice month. Plymouth lad, love that.
And you know what's lovely is that we've got so many new posting. I love that.
It's always nice when we see new people.
How is this for timing as well? We manage to do this every time.
Yeah.
I always get Amy.
And we genuinely don't look before and think, I need to go first so you get... Yeah, we just do it,
I knew that I'd been tagged and my assumption was it was Amy, but we don't look through.
Yeah, because we don't want to see what anyone's done.
We like to do a blind reaction.
That's it, and for anyone that's new to this and think that I'm maybe ignorant to people's accomplishments, I don't not react and not say congratulations on purpose because I don't really want to see them.
Yes.
I want to see them here and see them all at once. If ever I don't say congratulations or you don't feel I ever say it, it's just because I tried to not look.
I'm just being a bit ignorant. My brain just can't do everything.
Yeah, every now and again I'll see like the platinum posting chat. And sometimes every now and again I might react to something, but I don't really look at it too much to try to stay away. Yeah. But yeah.
So Amy, February was, so this is also, for anyone that is new to this, to our server, this is Mrs. Fraud and her husband, Mr. Fraud. Mr. Fraud started this, Mrs. Fraud decided to join in and be a fraud also.
Yeah.
We love you, Amy and James.
We do.
You know we have to have these digs. It wouldn't be the monthly without them.
It's part of it now, isn't it? Yeah, it's part of it.
So February was a busy month, mainly as James and I took another trip up north to visit the legends themselves, bexxraff and Platinum Jangus.
No.
Who invited?
She got it right.
Who's the one that sorted the invitation out in the first place?
She got it right. I have no idea what you're talking
about. It was an incredible week featuring pancakes, parmos, visiting new places, meeting the gorgeous Bucky and lots of alcohol. All of those things are so true.
Yeah.
Then pancakes.
Unbelievable then. I'm kind of... the breakfast I got was unbelievable, but I'm kind of sad.
So we need to go back for pancakes?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so place in Newcastle, so we've... obviously picked them up from the airport, and then we went for pancakes in Newcastle.
Because I'd been and had those pancakes before and haven't had them since, because obviously we don't go to Newcastle very often, even though it's literally 45 minutes to an hour away. But
I was really hungry, and in my mind I'm thinking, I'm starving. I'm not eating pancakes. I want a full English, and the pancakes come out. Wow.
Can you put a picture of the pancakes on the screen?
I don't know if we've got one.
Pancakes! I'll put a picture.
Yeah.
Hello. Do you know who I am?
Oh, they were special. And I managed to... I did have a little bite.
You had some of mine because I was full because you get 4 pancakes. They're about this big. And then I had strawberries and loads of Nutella. And then you have a syringe that's got your maple syrup in and you get to squirt your maple syrup all over. We do love squirting.
We do love squirting all over.
Will there ever be a monthly where we don't have any innuendos?
Absolutely not. So it's part of it. It's now integrated into the monthly, same as we called James and Amy after being frauds.
Early night.
The innuendos go in there.
Anyway, back to the monthly. So anyway, exactly, Amy. Stop ranting on. I managed to get 1 platinum and 100% in February, which is good for me. So number 22, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which we've already told her she should have played the first one because she did struggle to get into it. And we said she probably didn't connect with the characters enough at first. So she probably should have played the first one and not listened to a fraud husband. but it's okay. I wasn't sure about this at first as it did take me out of my comfort zone somewhat. However, once I got my head around the story and game controls, I ended up really enjoying it. Definitely going to look into playing the other Ratchet and Clank games. And now, so those of you that don't know, Amy had never been a gamer. She watched James speaking in the server, and then we were speaking to James. I joined not long before Amy did, and I was saying, oh, they've got a book club, and I'd no one to talk to about books particularly in there. And I mean, not that I read many books these days, I need to get back into that, but I had no one to speak to. And then James convinced Amy to come, and we'd started talking in the book club, and then she'd sent me a message, but Discord doesn't give you notifications when you get a message on Discord, so bless her heart, I ignored her for like a week.
Yeah.
And then we were chatting on headset, and she was like, I have sent you a message, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring you. And then the next thing, she had her own PS5. James and her just went out and bought it.
Yeah.
And James and Aaron bought a controller and a game, I believe. Is that right? No, they bought a game for her. What game did they buy her? You'll have to remind me. So James and...
Was it Hogwarts?
Yes.
Was it?
So James and Aaron bought Hogwarts Legacy for her because obviously being a big Potterhead, it was the perfect game for Amy to play. And it's a good game to get used to, like the control, especially with the battle. How you battle in that, it's quite
doing a lot of rolling and
you've got to move, so it's getting that dexterity, isn't it, and getting used to being able to do it. And and she goes out and is away from home, and she's like, I miss my PS5.
Things you love to hear, honestly.
It's fantastic. So we've made somebody who would never think about gaming, and this community has just and a friendship, an absolutely amazing friendships come out of it as well, which is even better.
Great.
Yeah, sorry, back to the monthly. Sorry, I do like to rant. I do like to go off topic.
Oh, you do like to rant.
So 100% Bug Snacks, finally. After putting the DLC off for a few months, I just thought, duck it. I might as well get it done and complete the game to 100%. The DLC wasn't hard per se, it was just a grind, which we all know Amy doesn't love to grind.
Yeah.
So glad it's done, and that I can now put it behind me. My goal for March is to platinum Lego Harry Potter years 1 to 4. I've completed the story and I'm now doing the collectible grind. Wish me luck. Well done everyone for another fantastic month. Until next time, my friends.
Fantastic as always, Amy, love that. So we have Coro up next, got 3 games this month. So Platinum 70, Persona 5, Dancing in Starlight was a fun rhythm but got boring after 2 hours. Tales from the Borderlands, one of the better Telltale games. See, Coro knows.
I've only played one.
No, you've played Wolf Among Us.
Oh yeah, but that was banging.
Yeah, it is banging, to be fair. One of the better Telltale games. Scared to see how the new Tales game is. And number 72, Concept Destruction. Heard a lot about this game, and for £1, what could go wrong? It was fun, but could have been better. So yeah, for a grubby game, is a bit of a sweat. Concept Destruction, but it's quite cool. So it's like Destruction Derby.
Right.
You're just smashing the car, but the cars are made of like cardboard.
Oh, okay.
It's quite cool, yeah. So
nice.
Yeah, it was all right. It was something I did for an easy one back in my my sweaty days.
Grubby days.
Yeah.
And we've got Rushy Rocket, February, AC Syndicate backlog. Wanted to get another game from the series done and bought the DLC a few months back. Really enjoyed this game, and the DLC as well was really good. Definitely in my top 5 for the series for now, but it's still got a few more to do. Hogwarts Legacy backlog. I've been looking forward to playing this ever since I first saw the trailer, and with the dropping in price I picked it up on Black Friday. I have to say I enjoyed it for the first 30 to 35 hours. After that it did feel like an Ubisoft game, sadly. The collectibles and the amount of extra stuff was overwhelming. They didn't need to add almost 100 Merlin trials, almost 60 side quests and 600 collectibles. If it had half that, I think it would be more enjoyable. Whilst I'm glad I got to experience the game, sadly I was also glad to delete it. I know I'm not the first and won't be the last to comment on the sheer amount of content that wasn't needed in Hogwarts, but if you're a Harry Potter fan, I would still recommend giving it a go. I also enjoyed the partial playthroughs, as it gives you a chance to at least experience part of being in a different house. I was a Slytherin for mine being.
See, the collectibles with this game, firstly, I didn't mind how many there were.
No, I'm annoyed at it.
Because of the world that you were in. Like, just when you were out in the open world and you could see Hogwarts in the distance and everything, it was phenomenal. But what I wasn't particularly happy with is, like, we'll use the Merlin trials as an example here. I didn't mind the amount that were there. It was how many variations of puzzles.
There was only 4.
There was about 4 or 5 or something. So
Yeah.
once you'd got it down once for what a type of puzzle is, they were just dead easy.
Yes.
So the one where you light the torches or whatever, or you jump over the blocks.
You move the balls.
Yeah.
And there's only 4 variations, and you're just doing the same thing over
So
and over.
so there didn't need to be as many because of that. So I think because there was only a few.
If there was 60 different ones with each with a different thing to do, then fairs.
Even 10, I would have took 10 different types of puzzle, but it got a bit repetitive because of that for me.
I mean, I'm absolutely furious because currently I've stopped playing again because it says that I've missing a collectible chest in one specific area, so I've decided to do each area and complete it to 100%, and the area right at the bottom says that I'm missing a collectible chest, but when I hover over all the places that have them, I've got them all.
I think I know where it might be.
So I've got a full glitch and I'm absolutely livid.
I don't think it's glitched. I had a similar thing.
Right.
So I think we might be able to
resolve this issue.
To get around it.
Yeah.
Because unless I'm mistaken, there'll be a location you haven't been to. You just haven't been to it close enough on the map for it to appear.
I've counted though how many of collectibles it's chests I've said.
We'll have to have a look because I had like a similar thing where I thought I was missing one, and it was just in the location, but I'd never actually been there, so it wasn't on the map for me to like hover over to see, kind of thing. But yeah, it's still a great game.
And then we've got Lego Brawls Backlog. Wanted something quick after Hogwarts and forgot I bought this. It's a bit of a nothing game in my opinion. It can be done with 2 controllers. Do not pay full price for it because it really isn't worth it. Hitman Go Backlog. Bought this around Christmas time as I knew I needed a shorter game this year when I have a lot of long games to do, and it was also the first time it's been on the sale for like 3 years. It's actually a really fun puzzle game, and for anyone who enjoys puzzles, I'd say give this a try and enjoyed my time with it. Xenon Racer. Really enjoyed this futuristic racer. It took me a few races to get a grip with the controls, as it feels like a Wipeout, which I wasn't good at. It's quite a short game, and annoyingly they put a 10-hour trophy in there, which you have to idle half of it, as you'll be done in most likely 4 hours. Really fun and recommend, as it's pretty cheap too. Yeah,
I literally kind of word for word what I said about it when I did it. So yeah, you do all the content in 4 hours, and do you remember that day where I left the car game on? That's that one. So thankfully we had a day. Normally I wouldn't be thankful for doing cleaning, but we were sorting the flat out, weren't we? It was for when Amy and James were coming. So we were doing like a full spring clean or whatever, and I just left the game on while we were doing that. And just every time the counter got to 50 odd minutes, because although I didn't try it to see if this was the case, I'd heard online if you let it tick over an hour, the timer starts again or something. So every 50 or so minutes I was just crossing over the finish line and repeating the process. But yeah, really stupid. Either put more content in so you have to play for an actual 10 hours, or don't put that trophy in. It just doesn't make sense when you're making the game why they would put that there. Weird. Unless they thought it was going to be a bit more difficult to do. And it really, you would naturally play for 10 hours, but it's obviously ended up easier. I don't know. We've got Jen next, who's also new to the server. Welcome, Jen. Is it my turn? Yeah. Oh, you did rushy, didn't you? I'm miles away, I'm just thinking about my Prosecco. Oh dear. Okay, so 4 platinums, 2 DLCs and a 100%. Could have done a few more as I spent far too long on RE4, but a memorable month as I hit my 100 milestone. Well done, congratulations. Not too shabby for a mum of 4 with a low skill level. Fantastic. I also wrapped up my A to Z challenge. After Rebirth, I will start cleaning up my messy list. So we've got A Plague Tale Innocence. Only heard great things about this game, but very disappointed. Interesting. Great story, but gameplay was very limiting. Too much sneaking around with no options for anything else. May as well have been another cutscene. Hoping for more in the sequel. Yeah, although you've got the sling, things like that, and although they do improve on things in the second game, I don't necessarily feel it's built for combat. There's a few times where it's a bit clunky because of how slow the sling is and stuff, but yeah, the story for me is great. Number 100 and DLC's The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. No auto pop, love that. Ploughed through this, skipping all cutscenes, used a few accessibility options to make things easier, as I had already done everything legit on the PS4 version. No Return mode was a huge bundle of fun, very intense and satisfying addition to an already amazing game. Made this my 100 milestone as my first ever platinum was the OG, The Last of Us Remastered. Wow, that's amazing. Makes perfect sense to do that then, love that. We've also got so Platinum 101 and the DLC for RE4 Remake. Amazing game and loved Ada's DLC. Didn't regret any of my 225 hours, wow, and the many playthroughs I needed for this Platinum. We'll give the OG another try in the future despite me not enjoying the funky controls. Previously gave up after an hour and had motion sickness.
Oh gosh.
We've got Detective Agency, 100%. Nothing special about this hidden object game, but still fun. Was hoping for a longer game. The 100% on the Power Wash Sim Warhammer DLC. More Power Washing fun, more DLCs please, or Power Wash Sim 2. Totally agree, yeah, I absolutely loved it. But my god, that, I forget the name of it, but the last thing you had to clean.
Was it a tank?
It was a big ship,
yeah,
like a big spaceship thing, I don't know what it was. But it took, I think I was cleaning it for about 6 hours or something like that. So crazy. And then we've got Platinum 102, The Last Campfire. Sweet little game and very easy. No need for a guide at all unless you struggle with logic puzzles, but I love them. A few tricky puzzles, but nothing over a 4 difficulty in my opinion. I predict only one Platinum for me in March, as I will be enjoying Rebirth and trying to plat that and maybe finish off Remake's hard mode and Combat Sim trophies for that plat. Happy hunting all. That's a great
very
little
nice.
month, that. Really good. Well done, Jen. Love to see it.
Then we've got Wes. Well, I did not manage to get the 100% for... Sorry? How do I say that?
Alicization?
You say it. Like Horus this month, however, did get the plat. I'm really tired, can you tell? Went out last night with my brothers and my mum for a belated Mother's Day celebrations and had a few too many.
Yeah.
And I'm ill. So yeah, I do apologise when I'm unable to read.
Just stick with Sword Art Online, and everyone else can figure the rest.
So, plat enjoyment 9 out of 10. Apart from some minor setbacks, not worth talking about. It's fantastic. Current playtime at time of writing 258 hours. Have a feeling that this will take over 300 to 100% though. Anyway, see you next month, legends.
Wow.
Well, I can't even talk.
Great work as always, Wes.
Nice.
Love that, bud. So we've got Bartek next. What a month, from birthday to almost losing my account. There was everything. I'm done for the month, need a new one. So we've got Far Cry 3 was finally done with the 100% in game and the plat, of course. The Witness was the game where I was stuck with the speedrun trophy. Thankfully I finally made it. Really happy about that. Islanders was so cool to play, really liked it. And then AC Origins should be my 125th. At this point I have 90% and I have done over 92 missions. Only 2 trophies left for the plat and the DLCs, but I will try to get the 100% for the whole game. I really love this game. Let's get plenty of praise for AC this month. I do respect that. Usually it's just people bashing Ubisoft for some reason. In between I did some For Honor trophies and the trove boosting is done. Next month will be better trophies wise. Still, real life went perfect this month.
Nice.
That's awesome, Bartek. Great month as always, bud.
And then we're on to Sturzy. Only the 1 platinum this month, unlike you, Jeff. MXGP 2020, fairly easy platinum for me. 5th one I've done in the series. The only thing that took a while was getting loads of money and getting to level 100. Even after seasons, I was short 50-60 levels. The reason for only 1 platinum this month, I've been grinding out the zombie trophies on Modern Warfare. I did this last time. Warfare 3. Only 1 left is 50k kills.
Modern Warfare.
Only 1 left is 50k kills. Nearly done now after a while. Also got all NFS Unbound trophies done. And also got a hard trophy to come by on MXGP Pro. Beating a ghost time. The leaderboards are messed up. And you can just beat your friend's time. You have to go into the top 60 MX or top 35 MX2. I chose MX2. It had a ghost I had a slight delayed time, so after multiple attempts, I got it and go for the platinum when I want now.
Very nice. Stairsy, love that. So we've got Hurricane next. Only two platinums again. Sausage Wars.
Oh my word.
Wow. What, you don't want to know what came into my head. So... Bit concerned, are you? Right. Sausage Wars. Back in the room, Jeff. Was fun, but platinum was broken when I bought it. Luckily, it was fixed. Tacoma, pretty space chill. Pretty chilled space game, just wasn't really my cup of tea. Have a wonderful month. And yeah, I didn't mind Tacoma. Obviously, I played it as part of my challenge, as you guys would have seen there. I will talk about it more, obviously, when I do that video. But it was all right. I wanted a bit more from it, I think, because you know how I feel about space. But it was a bit slow. Yeah. But yeah, not too bad.
Then we're on to Darth Boothie. Hey everyone, after having a break from trophy hunting / gaming over Christmas into the new year, I finally got a few plats and cleaned up some of my backlog. Well done to all and sort of amazing games. Spider-Man Miles Morales, I played the story ages ago, so I just cleaned up the remaining trophies, really enjoyed it, and Miles is OP, it's funny.
He is very OP. You're looking at me because you don't know, a bit overpowered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit when we've talked about Spider-Man 2 and things, and you've done it, how you love Miles because he's an amazing person anyway, but his abilities are class, aren't they?
Have some lightning!
Yeah, it's just like, he's so cool. Like,
didn't know that spiders were able to do lightning, I won't lie to you.
Yeah, have you never seen it? Like, when they're just like... Can't believe you've never seen that happen.
Look, first FF. Well, it isn't, no, I'm lying. No, we've talked about FF a few times, I'm absolutely lying.
I don't know if we've seen one with a platinum though.
No.
But people have mentioned playing Rebirth and Remake and stuff, but yeah, we'd love to see it.
So we're at FF6. One of my favourite FFs, still have the PS1 version at home. It's amazing how much they packed into this game all those years ago. Lots of misspells, so make sure to have a collectible guide when playing this masterpiece. Sorry, I hiccuped. Endling needed a quick and easy plat to kill some time before Rebirth came out. Cute game, but nothing amazing. I think it's the story of it that's...
Yeah, it's very simple, isn't it? The way you're just moving across the screen, but yeah.
Very nice, well done.
So we have Mr. 97% J Ninja next. So another poor month for me, sadly. Still not able to find my form yet. So again, not much to show. Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. With this plat, the Souls trilogy is now completed. Sadly, it ended on a very low note.
Right. Souls games
are
hard.
Yeah.
Souls. How is that a poor month?
I don't know.
You need to give yourself more credit.
Yes. This version of the game is absolutely awful. The combat doesn't work properly. The story and lore was the weakest of the trilogy, and the bosses were mostly boring and uninspired. They went with quantity over quality, which means most of them are just really low effort, sadly. To top all this off, this version of the game forced you to play the DLCs for 3 of the trophies for the plat, and the DLCs were not good either.
I've never heard that before.
What's that?
The DLC's been towards the platinum.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for this game, but some games, when they've added DLC, like an example I can give you is, see you played, because it happened with me, so see you played Jurassic World Evolution now, which is exactly like 2 Point Hospital, you're just doing a dinosaur park. If you have the complete edition and the DLCs downloaded, there's a trophy in the main game for having all the dinosaur DNA in the logbook, if you like. Okay. If you just have the base game, you'll get the platinum. However, the DLCs add more dinosaurs.
That's not fair, though.
Yeah.
I don't think that's right.
See, some trophies are smart about it, and it'll say in brackets only ones from the base game, and they've put some kind of coding in to recognise it, and you'll get the trophy. Whereas, like with Jurassic World, I had to then, before I could get the platinum, play the DLCs and get all the extra dinosaurs to get the trophy for. So it happens with some games. Can't speak with this one because I've never played it, so I don't know how it works, but yeah, sometimes it's a little bit annoying. I don't know if it's intended to be a bit naughty so people buy the DLC, or whether they just haven't thought about it when adding.
Sorry, I interrupted you, I hadn't finished that one.
Just because trophies, sadly, although it is getting bigger and bigger, it's still very much a small part or a small focus when developers are doing stuff, so they maybe have not thought.
Just a massive letdown.
Yeah, just a massive letdown. And the longer the game went on, the more it made me hate it. F this game. Dark Souls 2.
That was rubbish.
Yeah. In contrast, the PS3 version is a bit better. It still suffers from the weak bosses and dysfunctional combat, but it doesn't suffer from the increased enemy count in every area, meaning the combat's weaknesses aren't as pronounced. This version is easily the superior version of the game, but overall it's still the weakest of the trilogy and FromSoft's game library. I had no intentions of returning to this game so soon, but due to my major skill issues, I needed to play it before the servers closed in case I needed to use co-op to dupe items to help me out. Lego Brawls was looking through the backlog for something short and simple to play whilst watching F1 testing, so found this. The game has a good idea, but it lacked in execution sadly. It's not bad, but it's just meh. Bridge Constructor The Walking Dead? What? I've done Bridge Constructor before, I didn't know there was a Walking Dead. Right, okay. Another short, simple game done during F1 testing was a lot better than I thought it would be, to be honest. Nice, fun, short, 100%, and one less game in the backlog. Skull and Bones, finally after 6 years of waiting, the game finally released and it was worth the wait. I had a great time with the game and will no doubt be returning to it periodically, just waiting on them re-enable the in-game chat so I get that last trophy for the platinum. Power Wash Sim bought and completed the new Warhammer DLC to get it back to 100% again, although I have no interest in the theme of this DLC pack. It's more Power Wash Sim, so no complaints here. Good bit of lazy fun. Yeah, I'm glad that everyone's kind of feeling the same about me with it, yeah, because I've heard some people,
they're
to be
fair. Not feeling the same about you.
Feeling the same way as me. Alright. No, unbelievable month. Love
Very
that.
nice.
And like I say, give yourself more credit. Done really, really well there. Wow.
I still need hose. Another rubbish month. I spent most of it doing Outlast 2. Which is just so much fun. I feel like, is it actually fun?
It's definitely not fun.
Is that a shooting in the head? I didn't even get a plat this month, but I did some cleanups. QT's hacked. I'm really not proud of this. AC Unity, the worst AC by far. The DLC cleanup was quite short. The only good thing about this game, I would say this is Ubisoft's worst game, but then again, FCND exists. Far Cry.
New Dawn, yeah.
Apex Legends, great game. Marvel Spider-Man, another clean-up. Now I finally understand why this 100% is a must. All the DLC was awesome. I haven't finished it yet. Outlast and Whistleblower. This is one of the greatest games I ever got to play. The Insane mode was so much fun as well, unlike Outlast 2. The DLC made me want to clean up another DLC as well, because it might have been even better than the main game itself. Very nice.
Very nice. Well done, as always. Love that, Blaze. So we've got super fun time.
Love it.
I snuck one in at the last second. So we've got Waifu Impact 15 and then Elite Dangerous, which is very, very nice. Indeed.
And then we move on to Cablord. Honestly, this was a really good month in my opinion. I'm also pretty proud of how quickly I did a couple of these games. And yeah, now on to the harder DMC games. Also, Ray will enjoy this month. FF Crisis Core, starting to really enjoy this combat of these titles, and it's made me want to go for series completion. I do also enjoy turn-based combat, so I should enjoy the whole series to some degree. And I don't know if I got lucky or what, but I did the DMWs and only needed to AFK in the first mission for 1 or 2 hours, where some people said they spent multiple hours on it. Devil May Cry, for all the jank on the PS2 game I'm going to try again. For all the jank of the 2SP game that it did have.
The 2SP game? Do you want to try that again?
Right.
Third time lucky.
For all the jank of a PS2 game that it did have, I've got used to it pretty quickly, and before I knew it, I was really enjoying it. The setting and the way it connects is great, probably because it was meant to be an RE game, religious education game. But still, that's where my head went.
Your teacher head.
And I liked how, as I did more and more playthroughs, I noticed how I had some bosses patterns down, ended up doing DMD in 2 hours. DMC2 I had to get this one done so quick so I could leave and forget I ever played it. DMC 3. This is the game where I can see the whole system, the whole style system really being developed. I went through the playthroughs just mashing the base combos, but after doing a couple of combat
adjudicators.
Thank you. I let one of the weapons full combos be your wolf, and that combined with the S ranks trophies taught me the love of being stylish in these games. P.S. Virgil 3 was such a banger boss. So yeah, I'm going through DMC 4, trying to learn all the combos and stuff, so I've been converted. Will definitely say my final thought once I finish the series, but for now expect the rest of the DMC games the next month or two, and have a good match trophy hunting.
Really nice
Very
month
nice.
that. Absolutely love it. Fantastic. So we've got Richard Butler up next. Fantastic month as always by everyone. Congrats. Just the one for me this month is trying to work on Hogwarts and Kingdom Hearts. That's always great fun. Been wanting to play this for ages, so what better reason than it being Game Club choice. Highly recommended.
Very nice.
Very, very nice indeed.
Then we've got Mr. Void. So it's my first month posting, and I just want to say a big thank you to everyone in the server. You've all made me feel welcome and you're all great. Oh, fantastic. I got into trophy hunting in the middle of the pandemic. My old account had a few platinums, but nothing special. I also had a lot of games lost to time due to trading them in or online servers being shut down. So I decided to make a new account. I'm going to write about them in order. I got the platinums, but I did play these at the same time, rotating to avoid getting bored or frustrated. So I got Yakuza 0. While making a new account, I don't want a 100% account, so I decided to kick off the list with something that I always wanted to play but was put off by its difficulty. Yakuza 0 was great gameplay and one of the best stories I've played in a long time. Yes, the game was long and at times I wanted to put my head through a wall, but despite all the frustration and time it took to get here, all I thought at the end was, what took me so long to play this game? Saints Row the 3rd Remastered. I had finished the story of Saints Row and wasn't overly keen on it, and a friend from work said not to judge the whole series on this game and at least try the 3rd game. I did, and it was so dumb, but in the best kind of way. The game doesn't take itself seriously, the characters are flawed and endearing, and it was just a good game. My recommendation, play this one and not the most recent entry into the series. And then Saints Row. I got this game on PS Plus back in September. I've never played a Saints Row game before, looking at them as Poundland GTA, but when I found out the first trophy was unlocked called First Day, and being a mature adult in my 30s, obviously I had to make that my first trophy milestone. As for the game, it was fine that the characters were kind of dull, but I wasn't expecting high drama. It served its purpose of being the easy game I could switch to when Yakuza was kicking my butt. Sorry for the length, and congratulations to everyone on their awesome plats this month. Very nice.
Fantastic. Love that. So we have Black Phantom up next. Second month is done, and what an amazing list from everyone in here. For me, it wasn't as crazy as most of my previous months, but hopefully the next ones will be better. Hidden Agenda, something similar but way shorter than what Supermassive is used to releasing. The story was pretty good, and the multiple endings that I love were there as well. If I have a compatible phone for PlayLink, I totally recommend it. Emma Lost in Memories, a nice relaxing 2D platformer with an interesting mechanic in the levels where the floor you pass through disappears, making you think before figuring out that you should choose. Soundtrack was very good as well. And last but not least, The Quarry. So I love the story of this game. Again, multiple endings, which I always love. Sad part with these types of games is that you can't skip dialogues, which makes it a bit boring when you go for the cleanup, like gathering collectibles, etc. Overall experience, I enjoyed it pretty much. Cheers to another great month by everyone. Happy hunting, and as our king says, keep on keeping on. I love that, Phantom.
Very nice.
Very, very nice month indeed, buddy. Look forward to seeing what else you do.
And we're on to Mr. Fraud. So, those
is.
of you that are new, here is the husband, Mr. Fraud. Although, I appreciate you. Thank you for doing my speedruns. So 4 platinums this month. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This game was fun at first, but the level 50 trophy was a horrible grind. But luckily there was a double XP weekend event that happened after coming back from Hartlepool. This has put me off multiplayer games for a while. That was so funny. We just had a message. It's a double XP weekend. I'm so happy.
Over the moon, wasn't he?
It was so funny.
Yeah.
And then we've got Assassin's Creed Mirage. Finally an Assassin's Creed game that grabs my interest. Really enjoyed this one. Life is Strange after the TCM Platinum. I just wanted something to chill to. Played this on Xbox. You made me see the word. So I might as well add it to this account. Life is Strange Before the Storm. Same as above. Very nice.
Very nice. Great little month that. Love to see it. Yeah, really, really good. So we've got Rye Alex up next. What's up, folks? Just 3 plats and 100%. Obviously there was a Sonic game in there. Erica, interactive drama, nothing special, story about 2 hours, have to do multiple playthroughs, so you'll probably get bored 2 or 3 playthroughs in, so one mistake you have to more likely start again like I did, as it instantly saves. 100% on Bullseye, simple quiz game, needed a quiz game for the genre badge, nice. And then Sonic Superstars, so went back to the old roots of the Sonic games with the 2D platform, was fun at a point. Then on the second playthrough, the difficulty where you play as Trip, new character, just escalates out of nowhere, can kind of put people off if you ever went for the plat.
Chew! Sorry.
Chew! We'll get Pikachu back on the screen. So yeah, Becky sneezes and it sounds exactly like Pikachu when he's like...
You thought I was putting it on as well when we first got together.
When he's firing up a little thunder shock. Chew! Brilliant. If your game is focused on co-op, to be fair, so probably more fun playing with others. Fantasy Strike, fun game for most of the plot, like Sonic Superstars. Then when the survival challenges came up, I was raging as the game crashed I was on 42 and some of the daily challenges. So thanks to Rob for the infinite of invites. And you remember that one?
Yeah.
Invite bud. Invite bud.
Oh. I was dreaming about that. Invite bud.
Yeah, it's just... I mean, I think I've said that thousands of times. So yeah, for the infinite of invites and boosting the online portions of the game. Also close on F123 and 3on3 freestyle. Hopefully to get it done next month. As always, smashing month everyone, and all the best for March.
Very nice.
Very, very good month that, Ryan. Love to see it.
And then we're into MZ. I earned 2 plats and completed 1 game DLC, clearing to 100%. Also raised completion to 64% before starting a new game, and earned 9 ultra rares this month. So Mud Runner, an interesting off-roading physics based game that takes time, patience and some skills to master. Lego Marvel Superheroes, a decent Lego game, and it's only my second of the brand. I found it more tedious than the sequel, but still fun. Dirt 5.
Are you alright?
Yeah, my cold's taken over. I'd already achieved the plat a few years ago when I had the EA playthrough after dropping it. I'd been waiting for a long time for the game to go on sale. Thankfully, I found it at a great price sale and finally cleaned this up. I enjoyed 99% of the races except for the time trials, as there was some ridiculous times.
Yeah, and we'll just enlarge that for MZ.
Enlarge it.
Yeah, very, very nice indeed. Yeah, especially Mud Runner, nice ultra rare. I haven't played Mud Runner, but I did play Snow Runner. Is it Snow Runner? I played it with the boss man at work, and it was a few times where he kept getting stuck in the mud and he was asking me to get him out, because I'd never played it. I was like, this is actually quite difficult.
Yeah.
It's like real physics, as if like your lorry on these deliveries would get stuck in loads of mud.
Right.
And it looked really, really challenging. So we've got Tiden up next. So first month actively trophy hunting for a while. With the holiday season over, I finally have more time to do it again. 4 plats this month. Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep. Backlog cleanup from when it was released for free. Borderlands is a series I've always struggled to actually get into, but the mythical D&D style made this one easier to get into. Slay the Spire, a turn-based deck-building roguelike. The Platinum Trophy is a huge RNG grind as you retry over and over, hoping to get the perfect run, only to die because you didn't draw a single block on the enemy's strongest attack turn. But the addicting one more run nature of the game and the various builds you can play with make it a really fun experience. Neo: The World Ends With You, a criminally underrated game done dirty by Square Enix's lack of marketing for it. This is an action RPG where you unlock pins that represent different attacks and are mapped to one of 6 button inputs. You equip these pins to your party, allowing you to control a full party of up to 6 characters at once. The game also encourages frequently adjusting the difficulty and your team's level to boost the item drop rate, so you don't have to grind for hours for a rare drop, just get good. Highly recommend this to any RPG fans, but play the original first as it is a sequel. Incredible soundtrack as well, give it a listen even if you don't plan on playing. Made this plat my 5,000th trophy milestone.
Nice.
Very, very nice, Tiden, love that. And then we've got Honkai Star Rail Genshin Impact, but turn-based. The platinum is easy as you can auto-battle through 99% of it, but it's pretty long. I mainly enjoy the game for the characters and prefer it over Genshin, but would still only recommend if you're into anime and characters can carry a slog for you. So we'll bring those up a little bigger as well. So yeah, really, really nice. And there's a cheeky milestone there for Tide, and love that. Really good month, bud. Really good month.
And then we're on to McCann. Got myself another 3 platinums for February. Was hoping to have FF
14.
14? I couldn't. No. Yeah? No.
Yeah. The ones before the V.
Yeah, so 4. IV 4.
Oh, I'm looking at it completely. I thought in my mind there was
I was right.
an XX. I looked away.
FF4 as well, but unfortunately life got busy and I haven't been able to jump back on for a few days. Amazing game though and having an absolute blast. Really glad I got to experience them with the Pixel remasters. I remember talking with my brother when we were younger, saying how much I wish I'd been able to play the franchise from the beginning, so it's a great feeling to finally be experiencing them and seeing how it all started.
Very nice. I mean, it makes sense. You know, McCann's done Final Fantasy 2 and 3. It makes sense it would be 4. As I looked away, I thought I seen an X anyway. I love seeing the Final Fantasy on there, of course. So we've got Mark up next. No plats, just 100% this month, and a milestone I've been working on for a while. R-Type Dimensions. Used to play the first R-Type on my Commodore 64 and Game Boy back in the early 90s. So when I noticed I had it free, couldn't resist. Had fun, definitely a lot easier than back in the day.
Nice.
So we'll bring that up there. There we go, R-Type Dimensions. And this is obviously unbelievable, but what I say to that, Mark, is go and play some proper games. Just a couple would be nice. How many messing, bud? Very, very well done indeed.
So we've got Nasty Chocobo. Well, this month was a very weak one in comparison to the previous one and had nothing to do with me spending countless hours fishing for an achievement in Final Fantasy XIV. Why would you think that? With that said, I played only super high 90 plus Metacritic games this month, like Pretty Girl Speed, not this one, skip, damn it. Resident Evil 4 remake. Right, so yeah, Mommy Capcom is back with a remake nobody asked for but turned out to be superb. Cheesy dialogue, action horror sequences, great gameplay, racist Spanish cult following villagers. Everything is here, looking better and sounding better. Only bad thing is that for the plot you have to do how many square patterns Ashley's skirt has, number of playthroughs.
10 out of 10.
Psychonauts 2. The joy of starting up a game on your PS5 and the Microsoft Game Studios logo coming up. An excellent and very well written sequel to game nobody played. Microsoft money, 10. And that's it. I've been playing a lot of Tomb Raider's Remaster and getting my butt handed to me, but still no plat. Next month is going to be better, I swear. With more games and more plats, and it's going to be just that one game that everyone is playing now and needs 200 hours to platinum.
I wonder what that might be. Yeah, really good month, love that. And then we've got Stephen next. This is where all my platinum trophies go, if I had them. It's a bit like Tottenham's trophy cabinet, isn't it?
You do this one too, or you do the second, Stephen.
Yeah, and we've got another Stephen. Just the 2 platinums again this month. First of all, guys, well, this game is funny, charming, and annoying as hell. Took me 2 years to finally complete it. That one trophy of winning 5 episodes in a row was the vein of my existence, but finally managed to overcome that and beat the last miscellaneous trophies, and the second being Infamous Second Son. Now, this game is a lot easier to beat. Just finish the game on both the evil and good run and finish it on expert. Not really too challenging, pretty easy to complete, so pretty easy month for me. Congrats on everyone else's platinums and hope everyone has a great and productive March. Fantastic, love that. Really, really good.
And then we've got Cinder 8, only 2 this month, not as much as I would have liked, and as most of February was focusing on Persona 3 Reload and replaying Final Fantasy 7 Remake, getting ready for Rebirth. Both games were very relaxing.
Very nice indeed. Very, very nice. So we've got another Stephen. We're getting all the Stephens. So, very good month for me despite being busy with university and getting a part-time as an editor. Nice.
Congratulations.
39, Far Cry Primal. Enjoyed this different take on the Far Cry formula. Only real issue with this was, for whatever reason, the devs put an XP cap. Ended up wasting an extra 2 hours finding the last side mission that gave the final skill point. Grand Theft Auto 5, the big one, a platinum that I used to dream about when I tried trophy hunting in my PS3 days. The story was as memorable as I remembered. I honestly loved every moment in the single player. Multiplayer was okay for the most part. Hated the level 100 grind, but I just opted to do dailies when I was around level 70, which is why it took 2 months to get the plat. Final Fantasy 1, a game series that I never thought I would try, as JRPGs are typically not my thing. Funny enough, I only decided to try it because I like pixel art and thought the characters looked cute. I'm so happy to have gotten to experience this. While the gameplay was very repetitive, naturally due to its age, the music was so good. I can happily say I'm a new fan of the series and I cannot wait to play as many as I can, especially FF7. Oh, that makes me very happy inside, it really does. Wolfenstein Old Blood. Heard great things about the latest Wolfenstein game, so I decided to get stuck in. Glad I started with this because it meant that New Order was a much more enjoyable experience. I will say the trophy list was near perfect, just a few too many collectibles for my taste. And then Wolfenstein New Order, very fun game that has a good variety of stealth and run and gun segments. Trophy list was different compared to Old Blood, but very solid nonetheless. Far too many collectibles though. For the curious, I'm considering going for New Colossus. It's a 10 out of 10.
Ooh.
So although the other one's a 5 and a 6, it actually tells me. Yeah, so Old Blood's a 5, New Order's a 6, New Colossus is a 10.
Nice.
Because you've got to play it on the hardest difficulty. There's no checkpoints, no saves, permadeath. So if you die, you've got to go to the beginning. So yeah, it's a tough one.
Absolutely not for me.
I've thought about it myself a few times, which I absolutely will do. But No. Oh, I tried to lock it. So obviously this has been kept open because Rob wanted to post last for a reason we are going to discuss. And I told him, I said, look, we're going to record it tonight. Make sure you get your post in, and then try to lock the channel before anyone could see. A couple of people reacted, so some people have seen already, some more may have seen, just not, maybe didn't get a chance to react, I don't know, but yeah.
So hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. This is my February month with just 2 plats. We were here too, PS4, played this with Jeff as part of his challenge. Was a good laugh doing it together, and we have 3 more of these to do. Look forward to then. Batman Arkham Origins PS3, had this on my backlog for over 6 years, so was delighted to clean it up finally. Took me most of the month, but was great to do so. Look forward to seeing what everyone else does this month. And baby update, we are having a little girl, Carrie wants to save the name reveal until she's born for everyone, so we are calling her AJ at the minute. All the best, everyone.
Look at
the most beautiful little girl already. With the most loving parents.
Yes, absolutely
no
love it.
one more deserving.
Yeah, I couldn't agree
more.
How
exciting.
Absolutely fantastic.
And I'm not jealous in the slightest.
Yeah, we're very jealous.
Of the baby news.
Very, very jealous.
So exciting.
just for the people who care more about trophies than babies, we of course will put that up on screen for you guys as well.
And then we're going to finish back on the
And then we'll bring that
Look
back
how
across.
cute it is!
Absolutely amazing, love it, can't wait to be in that position. Oh yeah, like there's got to be no better feeling being a parent. It's unbelievable. So yeah, very very excited, and we'll probably arrange to go down and meet them all for the first time, I suppose.
Yeah.
Shame we're not going to see Rob at the meetup, of course, due to baby. But we will see him.
We
soon.
will sort it out.
Definitely. But yeah, another fantastic month.
Yes.
The next one, I know we keep saying this, but with the Easter holidays coming up.
I've got 2 weeks off!
Yeah, so with Becky having 2 weeks off over Easter.
We are actually going to get back on track.
We're just going to get it done early in the month and then
Yes.
stick with it. Because it has been quite difficult. Loads has been going on lately. But yeah, other than that, make sure that you drop Ray a DM with who you think deserves monthly champion. So anyone again who's new to this, what we do every month is once you've seen the video, for whatever reason, you know, could be they've done amazing games, someone out the comfort zone, you could think they deserve it for another reason, just, you know, drop your vote over to Ray, and then what we do is we send out a PSN voucher
of 10 of your currency.
Yeah, for the winner. So yeah, absolutely unbelievable month as always. I can't wait to see what people have done through March. Of course, there's going to be loads of rebirth talk, so I'm very excited for that. Absolutely. See if I can get it finished before the end of the month, and I can talk about it more. But for now, yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Please drop a like, comment, subscribe. All links are in the description, all that good stuff.
If you're not in the Discord, get yourselves in. Wonderful community.
Get yourselves in. It's unbelievable. Greatest place on earth, apart from Anfield.
And Disney.
And Magic Kingdom, yeah. No, unbelievable. Honestly, come and join. It's so much fun. But whatever you're doing, look after yourself, stay safe, and keep on keeping on.